I sense today that God is attempting to stir us up. He's attempting to have us recognize that we are more than we think that we are. That we can really get past where we are if we decide that where we are is no longer good enough. And that we can do what's necessary to simply move beyond. I'm not trying to heap anything on you more than your next step today. I'm not going to make it so big, and say, go after your dream and go after conquering the world. No, just take your next step. What's your next step? I want you to think about that just for a second. What is your next step? Because where you are is not sufficient anymore. That's the bottom line. And after you take that next step and you land there a little while, that won't be sufficient anymore. You have to take the next step. And as you can see, I'm moving. I'm progressing. And that's what life is about. It's about progression. It's about movement. It's about never plateauing, never getting to a place where I stop trying to achieve that next place. What is that next place? Is it being kinder to somebody? Is it being a better father? Is it being a better mother? Is it being a better sister, a better brother? Is it offering more support? Is it sharing more? Is it giving more? What is your next step? Until we identify it, trust me, no action will take place. And we can go through life without that being a thought. What's my next step? Am I as loving as I want to be? Am I as giving as I want to be? Am I like God? Because that's the ultimate goal of every believer, is to express the image of Christ. When we all look like Christ, that's the objective of every believer, is to transform ourselves in thinking first. In thinking first, my mind has to change. Let this mind be in you, which was. Once that begins to happen, I begin to look like him. I begin to think like him. I begin to act like him. But I have to allow his mind to come into me first. Well, how does he think? Does he think like me right now? Do I think like him? What's my next step? My next step could simply be to think like him. But I can tell you this, whatever your next step is, it's going to require something. Oh, okay, he said, say it like this. It's going to require leaving a place to get to a place. Yes. It's going to require relinquishing where I was to get to where I need to be. Because I can't be where I need to be and be where I was at the same time. Is this making sense? I can't be here and here at the same time. So I have to abandon one to achieve the other. And that's the problem with us. We don't want to give up what has become comfortable. Or, this is a better way to say it, we don't want to give up what has become acceptable. Whatever qualified it to be acceptable in the first place is no longer acceptable after you get there.